Hello everybody and welcome back to Hush Hush, where last time, I basically ruined the entire game. Cassie kept dying, so I had to go back and restart, because I figured I did something wrong. Did much better this time. Much better on track this time. I still let her die again. Couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. Had to look it up, but I have figured it out now. Basically, you have to just, choose specific dialogue options, essentially. I'll play her voice lines.
When I was little, my Nona would take me to this restaurant in what was basically Little Italy in the town I grew up in. It was this little hole-in-the-wall place. Big red laminated tablecloths. Every table had this gnarly-looking candle I thought probably belonged to a witch. But she used to take me there for Italian sodas, which nobody was allowed to admit they liked, and we'd often get spaghetti and meatballs. That place was so fancy to me. It was so special and important that whenever I imagined living in a great big castle or mansion or whatever, I would imagine my dining hall would look just like it. Laminated tablecloths and all. When my Nona passed away, I never got to go again. Things got sort of bad and complicated after that. I was still pretty young when we moved here. And there's no place here in town that makes a decent Italian soda. Let alone a decent plate of spaghetti. I'm sorry for how I am. I'm so used to getting up in people's faces when they make me feel bad. Sometimes I don't really know how to shut it off. Not good at sitting still, guess. I'm not really good dinner company. So, I'm sorry for embarrassing you.
Give her a hug. She hugs you back, breathing an enormous sigh. As always, her hair smells like dragon fruit pizza. Dinner arrives shortly after, along with a complimentary bottle of dinner wine, and the two of you eat while making small talk. After finishing first glass, Cassie helps herself. Eventually, you allow her to finish the bottle. As you're waiting for dessert, you feel her reaching her foot from under the table softly where it gets your leg. She has incredibly nimble toes. Her voice is ever so slightly slower. The wine has set up shop in her cheeks by this point.
I bet you'd look good if you dressed with a bit more pizzazz. A little more nonchalant, but still fancy.
Cassie giggles at her own observation. Just then you heard an unusual cell phone alert. Cassie's expression changes to concern.
What the heck? Why would they be messaging me now?
What is it?
No one important. Don't even trip down. I'll be with you in a sec. It's just like my work. They'll let me know I have a shift. That's all.
So you're worried.
It's nothing. Well, no, but look, I really like you. I mean, I really, really like you. And I've been struggling over whether or not to trust you. And I don't mean with, my Wi-Fi password or whatever. I mean, some real shit. I can trust you, right? You keep a secret. I want to tell you. Tell me I can tell you.
You can tell me.
Okay. Thank you. The people I work for, they're not good people. They don't do good things. They're bad guys. And I kinda, sorta, have to work for them. 'Cause I owe them. Big time.
What sort of work do you do?
Sort of bad stuff. Not bad, but sort of bad. The people I work for like to move stuff around. This stuff goes here.
Drug dealer.
Goes there. And they get me to move it for them. See, stuff they like to move, they don't want to put it in a truck, whatever. They want a pretty young blonde girl to deliver it in the trunk of a hot convertible. The kind of girl that doesn't get speeding tickets, who always gets off with a warning because the cops like looking at her boobs. So, that's what I do. At least for now. At least until I don't owe them anything anymore. Did I just wreck us?
No, but we shouldn't talk more. Not here.
Right. Good idea. I'm so glad I finally told someone. I'm glad I could talk more later. I just need to finish this message. I'm sorry, this is looking really serious. I hate to run, but
Don't worry, I understand. I had a great time tonight.
I had a really special time.
You stand to give Cassie a hug, and instead she places both her hands delicately on your face and kisses you. The kiss is tender, like a soft goodbye before a long trip. There's nothing ferocious about it. No one around you takes it for more than a provable affection. Before she finishes, she quickly bites your lower lip and pulls away. For a fleeting moment, the two of you are perfectly indecent together.
Yeah. Alright, sexy. Sorry I gotta run. But at least you get to watch me leave. Thanks for everything. Ciao.
Little kiss. Cassie kisses it, then waves goodbye and softly slinks away. You can't help but admire the curve of her beneath her dress calling to your imagination. The maitre d' comes by shortly after with your bill. Pay $4.25. You pay the maitre d' cash, sip the last of your wine, and walk out the door. The valet quickly fetches your car, and soon you're on your way back home. Okay. So we should be good, right? Finally move on with the fucking game. I don't care.
So I left.
Here you
Okay. Let's do this again really quick.
Welcome. I saw.
Oh. Oh. That.
Yeah. Oh, hello. It's all right. See?
Oh my god, fucking finally. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Tonight you're feeling particularly mischievous. You have an urge to go out into the night and cause trouble. Hey, finally new stuff. Feel sluggish, you didn't sleep well. The air's definitely getting much colder lately. Feel a storm is coming. Leo, L-O. I can't tell, but I'm giggling. So not much more time before Dorian comes back and yells some more at me. Just wanted to tell you that amazing time. I just feel over the moon today. I've never had so much fun in my entire life. Anyway, I'll message you when you're safe again. Don't worry about me. Take care, my sweetheart. It's me, Peanut. Decided to get up super early and decided to go for a bike ride to look at the sunrise. I got there just in time, you know, and as I was taking you into what happened, I really blanked out and I missed it because I was matching you. Well, you know, your fingers, your lips, your waves of intense pleasure, and I just wanted to thank you. It was the most invigorating thought, and since it's overrated. Hope you have an incredible day. Thinking about you. Hugs and kisses and lips and fingers. Sorry, chat later. Sitting by the queen bee, but still closed. There's a sign that says gone fishing in one rather smarmy font, and another that says no, BRB in 15 minutes. There appears to be quite a few customers outside rather annoyed that they can't get their morning coffee. What do? Give a motivational speech. Summoning up your inner fire, you give the waiting customers a rousing, almost Shakespearean speech on the virtues of patience. By the end of it, many of them are cheering and applauding. An old man wipes a tear from his eye in pride. Feeling like you've made a difference in the world, you continue on with the rest of your day.
Hello, my friend. Coming.
Driving by the bakery, you see that it's packed as usual. There's a lineup of people outside the door waiting to get their sugar fix. However, as you get closer and look in, you can see that the lineup doesn't continue inside. In fact, the store looks empty. When you peer into the glass, you wonder why. You discover why. Detective Fumi is in there. She's at the counter talking to Bonnabelle, and you briefly wonder if it's about something serious. That's when you spot a box of donuts in Bonnabelle's hands and decides likely a casual conversation. You decide to enter.
And so I said to him, hands behind your back or I'm going to club you.
Darling, that might just be the worst pun I have ever heard in my life.
Isn't it? I was, in all practical terms, completely disgusted with myself. But unfortunately, the suspect started complying immediately, and I didn't have time to follow up with an even better pun.
Oh, well, look what the cat dragged in, but somehow managed to keep looking fine.
Oh, hello, citizen. It's good to see you.
Are you picking up donuts?
Indeed. Conforming to stereotypes helps lull my adversaries into a false sense of security. Plus, Bonnabelle's donuts remind me why I got into police work in the first place. It's hard disliking every human being around you with a mouthful of eclair.
Oh my, I hope that wasn't a double entendre.
I'm glad you're here though, citizen. Bonnabelle and I were speaking about you earlier. We both agree that you have a talent for persuasion. The only thing we couldn't agree on was how much so.
That's not really what I said, sugar. I was just saying that I enjoy listening to them talk.
Precisely. I enjoy listening to exactly no people talk. But you appear to be the exception. So I pose a challenge to you.
Booby takes the box of donuts from Bonnabelle.
Convince me to give you my favorite donut. I am speaking, of course, of the mighty eclair. You have 12 seconds.
Oh dear. I hope this is not a repeat of that time with the high school football coach, Officer Fume.
9 seconds.
Give me a donut, but suavely.
Oh my. I am not entirely sure how you made that sound so charming.
Must resist
What are we at now? 80 fucking 6.
for the eclairs.
Fumi strains for a few seconds, but then breathes out a sigh of frustration.
Very well. Here is your prize.
She hands you an eclair, and it tastes like victory.
All right, I must depart. Miss Valentine, always a pleasure. Citizen, I'll see you later.
Fumi leaves and Bonnabelle shakes her head and laughs.
Speaking of donuts, I swear that one is a few short of a baker's dozen. But she's good people, I think. Oh, anyway, darling, I gotta tend to the rush outside, caused by Miss Fumi's rather ominous presence. Y'all have a great day. Take care, sugar.
You head outside, and a crowd of relieved customers starts flowing into the bakery immediately. You hit the road with one or two people thanking you for driving away the popo. When you arrive at the bakery, yeah, we've done this one already. Oops. You jumped to the 5 girls last night, each one holding you, each one telling you that they love you. But everything felt strange, like you were watching from a distance. Okay, so I need 40 more. So I need 8. I might want to do double. I might want to start just doing the job, just to make sure I get it on time. Oh god. Okay, start looking at it. You're so ridiculously awesome, amazing, and just the right amount of badass. And also, you're just unreasonably hot, like it doesn't even make sense. You're perfect, and I like your butt a whole lot. Now get out there and make this world your B word. You know what I'm talking about, rhymes with pitch. Oh yeah, have a great day. Hugs and kisses. Do that. Okay. Let's see. Sweet child this week, Trinia. So I talked about what happened last time. Maybe clue you on why I've been such a disaster. For dinner on the 23rd, where do you want to meet? Here's the part where I invite you on a date, like we might smooch and jump. You never know. I'm free tonight if you are. Honestly, the rest of the week is looking dicey for me. So, want to go somewhere fancy for a little while before we skip to the good part back at my place? Tonight it is at that fascinating fancy place on 3rd. Awesome sounds, well, expensive. But if you treat me, I'll be sure to treat you later on. Hint the treat is you get to see me in fancy dress. See you tonight. So I have an idea, but please tell me if you think it's a bad idea. Because, well, it sort of feels like a bad idea. But that's exactly why I want to do it. I would like you to come over to my house on this afternoon. I would like to spend time with you, alone. Does that sound like fun on Monday the 22nd? So hers is evening. I want to take you to the winery, give the fancy date thing a try. Are you serious? You're gonna take me up the hill, no fooling? Gosh, I gotta get dressed. I better do my hair. This is gonna be so great. I'm gonna clean up and impress you. You'll see. Yes, winery. I'd love to spend time with you alone. Oh, good. I'm gonna be honest. My heart is racing while typing this out to you. But again, I think it's because, well, it's not allowed. And I want to break the rules, at least this one time. So drop by. Remember, if no one answers the door, I might just fall asleep. Don't give up, pretty please. See you on Monday the 22nd. Okay. Walking through downtown, you notice that the streets are... The answer to this mystery comes when you go to turn down 2nd Street and are met with a series of blockades and a sign that reads "Street closed for filming." Strolling down another block, you finally discover where the crowds of people have gone. They appear to be clustered near the edge of a film set. Sure enough, you spot a sign that says "Caution, filming in progress. Producers and crew apologize for any inconvenience." Peeking over the crowd, you see what appears to be 2 actors engaged in an emotional scene. There's a dog in a reindeer costume, fake snow litters the sidewalk everywhere. You decide to skip the crowd and continue on. You pass by several more closed-off areas, filled with trailers and fencing and full police tape. Suddenly, you hear a familiar voice call out to you.
Hey, over here! Look at me!
Tell me, give me a Santa outfit. Come on. You turn toward the voice and see Peanut running towards you. At least you think it's Peanut. She's dressed as a Christmas elf.
Hi, how's it going? What's up? What's new?
Okay. Yeah, okay. Good shit. Huh, my exact fetish. Never thought I'd see the day.
Oh my gosh, right? Don't you just hate it when you have a kink that's just impossible? Kidding, of course. The only impossible kink I have is this one knot I've got in my left shoulder blade. But I appreciate the thought. The thought, of course, being that me dressed as a scandalous elf makes a good impression. Just watch those dirty thoughts. Otherwise, you'll end up on the naughty list for sure.
I'll be on your naughty list. I don't care.
Anyway, that's probably enough pretending that everything is normal. Shall we address the elf event in the room?
Your adorable puns do nothing to distract from my quest for answers.
Aha, nice. That's the spirit. Honestly, that's an approach to science, life, and relationships that everyone should have. But the reason for the seasonal outfit is because, drumroll, this is a costume for a movie. That's right. Plain old Peanut is officially an extra actress movie person. I've got lines to memorize and a makeup person and everything. I actually got hired to do a bunch of setup for the filming. Walking the streets, handing out water, a bunch of non-union stuff. But when the director spotted me eating a sandwich, she declared I was a heavenly elf, and I simply must help save Christmas.
You are heavenly.
I'm so glad I stopped to eat that sandwich. It was catering for the crew, and I technically wasn't allowed to have any. But you just can't keep me away from cute little egg salad sandwiches.
Congratulations, Peanut. That's hilarious and an awesome opportunity.
Yay, thanks! I'm so excited! And the gig actually pays really well too. Apparently it's kind of a big deal when you actually say something on screen. Like they have to pay you and knight you and show you the secret handshake.
Yeah, that is, like, when you actually have to say something they pay you.
I'm just happy to be working on something fun with all the mini sandwiches I want. Yay! Anyway, long story short, after some quick and rather alarming measurements taken, they whipped up this little number, and now I'm Chestnut, Santa's little helper.
Sorry, can't help myself. Chestnut, little helper.
Huh? Oh, what are you confused about?
Peanut looks down at her cleavage for a moment, then looks back at you with shocked mischief.
Oh! You naughty person, you. Look, just because Chestnut has a bit more holiday cheer than the other elves doesn't mean she's not the best darn present wrapper in the workshop. And I don't think it would have gone over well with movie audiences if they called her Chesty, Santa's well-endowed helper. That's an entirely different movie, you loon. Don't you be making fun of Chestnut's chestnuts. Oh, and I get to work with a golden retriever. Did you see him? His name is Mary, like Merry Christmas.
Tell me all about these alarming measurements.
Wow, they were super thorough. Like, why do you need to measure my tongue? Kind of thorough. They took measurements for my forehead, the length of my toes. They even measured that little spot on your back, you know?
Peanut pats her back just above her buttocks.
That spot where people get tattoos and then wear super low cut jeans or whatever. Apparently, there might be a girl power scene where the lead actress goes out with a bunch of elves for Christmas tattoos. On paper, it sounds really suggestive, but the director has assured us it will be tasteful, which sort of makes it sound worse. Anyway, for taking a million measurements, so far it doesn't appear to have resulted in much costume, in terms of overall volume. Still, super cute, 10 out of 10, would be measured again. By the way, make sure to stay away from the snow they're spraying on the street. It's very chemical-y.
What's that
It's super
think this
fun,
movie
actually.
about?
It's not like a big budget Hollywood thing. It's one of those little soap opera movies for soccer moms.
Oh, like Hallmark, like a Hallmark thing.
The story is about this man and woman who meet in a small town by chance. They're both there on business, they hit it off. Turns out, the guy is Santa's lawyer. Or his accountant. Something administrative. Guy wears a bunch of suits. But she lost all belief in Santa Claus a long time ago because she asked him for a pair of figure skates, but wound up plunging into a frozen lake on Christmas Day when she got them. But it turns out, Santa knew she was going to fall in and gave her the skates anyway because if he hadn't, she wouldn't have discovered her love of pottery and intense business negotiations. There's a
Okay.
trial, the guy almost drowns in the lake but is saved by the Christmas dog. There's a drug cartel working behind the scenes for some reason. It's so bonkers and insane
okay.
and tone deaf, and I love it. And we'll watch it 1,000 times in my PJs with a bowl of ice cream.
I mean, honestly, I'd probably watch that too.
The magic of cinema, I tells ya. Oh, and if I can, I'll try to sneak you some desserts from the catering truck. I don't know what they put in their cheesecake, but it is good.
Sounds like you're having a blast here.
I definitely am. Honestly, I can't even believe I'm getting paid for all this. It's such a fun opportunity. Feels like no matter which way you measure it, this is a lucky day to be Peanut. And hey, before I forget, I want to thank ya. Honestly, I would never have had the nerve to accept an offer to do this. Pretty crazy thing if it weren't for you. It's been such a wacky summer. Working all these weird jobs, getting into all kinds of weird situations. But every time I've gotten nervous or felt like hiding from the adventure, boom, there you are! Being all wonderful and supportive and funny. Just the fact I've seen you today, like this, means I know for sure it's going to be a great day.
I mean, do we kiss now?
I mean, that's usually how the movie goes, right? You meet girl, girl breaks watch, girl becomes elf, kiss. No, but seriously, no smooching. I was in makeup for 2 or 3 hours. I am not smudging
Aw.
any of this until it's safe.
Okay, fine.
I know you were kidding, but better safe than sorry, in case one of us trips and we wind up smooching somehow. Anyway, I'll keep on talking and talking about myself if you let me. How are you doing? How's it going? For real.
Still thinking a lot about last week.
Ah, yeah.
Peanut blushes and rolls her eyes with feigned embarrassment.
Yeah? Well, I was thinking a lot about that too. Actually, I wanted to talk a bit more about it, but I'll save it for now. Probably not the sort of thing to chat about on the clock, with a million cameras nearby. But, yeah. Thinking about it, thinking about you. Good times. Well, I should get back to it. I'm due on set in 30 minutes, and the director is always nicest to the people who show up earliest. Oh, but hey, before I go, I got a fortune cookie last night that had a really weird fortune in it. The fortune was a question instead of a prediction, and it just stuck with me for some reason. The question was, would you rather an enchanting mind, an alluring body, or an attractive spirit? What do you think? I wanted to know what your answer would be.
Mind.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I picked too, but I think it's a great choice. Though, truth be told, some of us aren't really lacking in any of those features. Oh, before I forget, I
Well,
wanted to
thank
tell you
you.
something. I heard on the news today that the big yearly storm that hits Sub Rosa is expected to really pick up this week. Like, batten down the hatches type of stuff. I just wanted to offer, if you need, like, a storm buddy or something, I can zip over to your place in a heartbeat.
Yes.
Bonnie was saying she
Yes,
might
yes,
check
yes,
in
yes,
with her
yes.
friend Elle if things are looking a bit iffy. And she said if I had anyone that needs looking after, I should let them know. So this is me letting you know. You know, Peanut. Storm buddy, so you don't get frightened by yourself during the storm.
Sounds like fun.
Well, if hunkering down to survive a catastrophic weather event is your idea of fun, who am I to second guess you? But yeah, we'll make it fun. Maybe trivia or board games? Think about it. All right, well, time to fly, I think. Get it? Like Santa's sleigh? I'm super happy I got to see you, though. You're like my good luck charm. Or maybe I'm your bad luck charm. Either way, it balances out. Take care.
Peanut reaches out for a hug. Hug her back. Peanut embraces you. She presses her hands to your back and you breathe a deep sigh of contentment as you squeeze her back. God, I bet she gives such warm hugs. I bet she gives, like, the best fucking hugs.
Have a good one. See you soon. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Peanut blows you a kiss, then runs off down the closed streets. You head back to your car. The smell of the fake snow is starting to make you a little dizzy, and you decide not to take your chances. As driving through town, you get an unshakable sense that you should check in on Quill. You pull into the driveway and can see over the fence in the backyard that someone has dug a massive hole into the lawn. You rush over, suddenly imagine someone forcing Quill to dig her own grave, or worse, Quill forcing someone. You open the back gate and run through, only to come face to face with Quill holding some sort of box.
Hello. Do you mind carrying this inside? It's mine.
What is it?
It's a box, silly, and not a potato at all. Hurry! I don't like the rain, and neither does the box.
Yep, Quill. Carry the box inside. She even wipes her paws on the welcome mat before setting down a chair in the living room. She eyes the box suspiciously, reverently. She seems quite taken
I
with
know
it.
what you're thinking. This box doesn't have Quill's name on it. How can it be hers? Very rude of you to think that. But I like you a lot, so it's okay. But I would like you to note that my name could be written on the inside. Let's assume it's true.
Didn't Fumi say that whoever owned this house was, like, murdered? Or they went missing or something? Maybe the person that owned this house before us was killed and Quill was the one that saw it. I don't know.
In which case, it's only one of the very interesting things inside this box. So we need to get in there, so we can convince that stuff to come out here, where we are. Are you following?
This is actually the most sense you've ever made.
You don't know the half of it. This box is full of scents. Thousands, in fact. And lots more, too. I'm pretty sure I know where the key is. But it's in the hardest place a key could ever possibly be to find it. If you can help me guess where it is, and help me open the box, I'll share what's inside with you. Okay, do it. Use your brain. You get one guess.
The key is okay, hold on. I actually want to save for this. The key is inside the box, isn't it?
Yes! Oh, good job! You're a smart kitty. So now that we know where the key is, do you think we can open it?
I think so. Okay, the violence is up to 5 now, but still. You cautiously grab both sides of the box lid, making sure you have a tight grip. Then you twist and pull with all your strength. This causes the lock to fail and you break the box wide open, causing money to go flying.
Whee! Fun!
Quill paws at the bill as they float to the ground while you look inside the box. Inside you find, taped to the side, a small plush mouse, and the word Quill scrawled at the bottom. You free the mouse and hand it to Quill.
Oh, good! Thank you. Okay, you can have the rest. This is what I thought I smelled in here. Okay, bye.
Quill leaves before you can ask any questions, so inside you gather up the money and count it. There's 10,000 in the box! Oh, okay. You pocket it and leave the box next to the fireplace, not fully sure what to make of it. Then you leave and carry on with your day. So I need 6 more now. Wow. Driving to Elle's house, there's a suspicious number of birds watching you. They might not be watching you, but on the other hand, they might be. For a brief moment, you consider what the long-term effects of being exposed to a kitty girl in your house might be, but you do your best to push those concerns down. Sure enough, as you're pulling into Elle's driveway, you can see her by the front sidewalk, talking to birds. You see her with her hands raised, speaking happily to a tree in her front yard with several birds looking down at her. You then, briefly, consider she's talking to the tree. Shaking the thought from your head, you climb out of your car and slowly approach Elle, a little perplexed by the coincidence. She gives you a big smile as you approach, but puts a finger to her mouth indicating to stay quiet.
Hello.
Yeah, dude. Fuck off. Fucking Steam shit.
I'll be with you in just a moment. I think I finally made progress with Sweet Pea.
Elle turns back to the birds and whistles softly. When she speaks, her voice is even softer and more airy than usual.
That's right. It's an extra special day today. I brought company to watch you. I think, given all the circumstances, you should definitely give flying a try today. That big blue sky could use a few more feathers, and yours are just lovely. Won't you give it a try?
One of the birds ruffles its feathers. It wobbles its head back and forth in what you can only describe as a seriously committed head bang. Then the bird takes off from the branch. You watch in amazement as the bird flies down to the fence post nearest Elle, landing for just a moment before flapping back into the air to flutter just in front of Elle. Pure amazement and joy light on Elle's face.
Yes! You did it! You did it!
There's a moment where you almost expect the bird to land on Elle's hand, perhaps to break into song, before it flutters a little further away and flies back up to the tree. Then it settles back down and resumes its bird-like nonchalance. Elle jumps for joy, clapping her hands gently together.
Oh, did you see? Sweet Pea did it! Ah, I'm so proud. I've been coming out here every day and encouraging him. I have all these little bird feeders out, see? But I never see him using them. I was worried he was a late bloomer and too afraid to fly. But he gave it his all, and look what happened. Yay! I especially love all the little birds in that tree in particular, because my grandmother planted it when she was young. We call it our family tree. Oh my word! I got so caught up in the moment, I haven't offered you a beverage or to take your coat or anything. Oh, would you care to come inside?
Well, I mean, if I was stuck in a tree and you came to encourage me, I'd jump too.
Don't be silly. You shouldn't jump off trees. You're not a bird. But if you were a bird, I would be happy to feed you sunflower seeds and encourage your flying. I bet you'd be a wonderful bird.
Elle hooks her arm in yours and hugs your elbow as you walk together. She looks up at the birds and sighs.
I'm sure a lot of people look up at birds and desire very much to be one. To be free to fly wherever you want. But every time I think about it, I get a little nervous, to be honest. Imagine a poor bird with narcolepsy. Sometimes I fall asleep on my walks. Can you imagine a poor bird falling asleep while flying? So, I'm content to give them seeds and let them do the flying for me. At least for now.
Well, I don't know about you, but that little bird looked like he thought you were pretty darn special.
Well, I may have been pretending that very thing was true. So either you caught me, or it's true.
As you reach the front door to Elle's house, she pauses, stopping in her tracks, staring at the door quietly. For a moment, you wonder if she's having a spell and falling asleep. With a deep sigh, still, she's just considering something. Something wrong, Elle? Elle looks over to you. Her eyes have a deep, thoughtful look.
No, not exactly. I've never had someone over before. By yourselves, I mean. Just family, servants, service people. I've never been alone in my house with someone before. I feel a little overwhelmed.
You're the boss here, Elle. It's your choice for what happens next. Elle's eyes shimmer with gratitude. She hugs her arm a little tighter.
Yes, it is. Let's go inside.
Beverly! Aww! Ooh, what are these? Oh! I know these. Oh, that's from Crush Crush. That's her, one of her date sprites. That's the bird that knocks out, that, like, hits someone in one of the crush things. I don't remember where. This is her beach date. This is the moonlight date. Okay, that's some fun references. I like that. And then Beverly. Beverly is really cool. Walking inside, the overwhelming pinkness of the room strikes you right away. There are pink curtains and pink furniture. There are strawberry throw pillows and magenta curtains. The unmistakable smell of cookies and tea fills the room, and your eye catches a negligee in the corner, likely hung to dry and temporarily forgotten about.
Here we are. My house. You'll have to forgive the decor. The interior decorator my family hired took a few of the themes a bit too far. But please, make yourself at home. Can I interest you in any cookies or afternoon tea? Don't worry, the cookies are from Bonnabelle's. That freshly baked smell is an air freshener I use. I feel a bit deceitful about it, actually.
I would love some tea and cookies.
Wonderful. I'll go fetch them. I got out the fine china for today. I hope you enjoy tea parties. I honestly adore them. I've even thought about getting a cat, just so I could have some company for one. I'll be right back.
Elle returns with a tray of cookies, teacups, and a teapot. She gently pours you each a cup and sets your cookie on its own saucer. She hums a soft melody to herself as she does. Her loveliness is hard to ignore. You didn't tell me how things went out with Dorian after you pranked him.
Oh, I didn't, did I? Gosh, I've been thinking about it so much, I forgot that I hadn't really talked to anyone about it. After Dorian told everyone to leave, he practically dragged me into our family's private room. He was furious. I don't think I've ever seen him so angry in all my life. But to be fair, I don't think anyone has ever embarrassed him so much either. So he probably
Deserved
had
it.
every right to be angry.
You don't sound particularly concerned about it.
I can't say that I am, which is interesting because I have a long habit of doing my best to make sure Dorian doesn't get mad at me. As you know, I had been drinking due to the bad influence of my date. I'm sure you're aware. And Dorian screamed and yelled at me for the better part of half an hour. But every time he got mad, I started laughing. For the first time, he seemed so silly. Like I had made a mime upset, or party clown.
I love that.
And the more I laughed, the more upset he got. Until he just gave up. He tried to send me home, but I told him I was going to go get cheeseburgers instead. Oh, I've been meaning to ask you. I don't have any experience drinking. Does getting drunk make you crave junk food?
Oh, yes.
Yes, that's what I thought. Okay, good. Because I've been mostly forbidden from eating those kinds of food, and I thought it was peculiar that I wanted to eat them so badly. Anyway, a long story short, I haven't spoken to Dorian since, and I feel pretty happy about it.
Aw, good for you.
For the first time since I can remember, I don't feel worried about checking in with him, or being worried he'll disapprove of what I'm doing. It's a good feeling. Thank you for helping make it happen.
My pleasure.
And mine.
Elle smiles shyly at you and blushes. She straightens her skirt for lack of something else to do with her hands. Elle reaches over and picks up a cup of tea.
Here you are. I hope you like English tea, because...
Elle isn't interrupted as she catches her foot in the leg of the coffee
Oh!
table. She drops the cup and saucer into your lap and you're cautious, introduced to the fine feeling of fresh English tea.
Oh no! Oh no! I'm so sorry!
Elle grabs a tea towel and begins to pat down your crotch. You pull away, but the close quarters of the couch make it impossible to dodge. Elle squeezes and pats your crotch for 3 entire seconds, then realizes what she's doing.
Oh no! I'm sorry! Oh gosh!
You quickly take the towel from her to continue the cloth-based fondling on your own, and Elle quickly gets to her feet and cries. She runs from the room, her hands covering her face. Door closes and you can hear her sobbing in the next room. Luckily, English tea involves a healthy dose of milk, and the temperature on your privates can be described as uncomfortably warm rather than scalded junk. You do your best to dry yourself, but there's a surprising amount of tea in that cup. And also, 2 cups of sugar means that things are already getting sticky. You walk over to the door while Elle disappears and knocks softly. You can hear Elle sobbing.
Please go! I'm so embarrassed. I'm so slow and useless and clumsy. Please just go.
You're not slow, useless, or clumsy. You're beautiful, wonderful, and clumsy. You hear a small laugh interrupt her sobs, and after a few sniffs and cry laughs.
I suppose 1 in 3 isn't too bad. Sorry. I just needed a few moments. When the thing you fear most will happens, it can really get you down.
Yeah.
Oh
I get
dear,
that.
look at your pants. I didn't burn you, did I?
No, I'm good, Elle. It's okay. Elle takes a moment to dab at her eyes, delicately snagging a few tears to save her mascara.
Okay, as long as you're okay. We should throw those into the wash, just so you're not marinating in tea. Hold on. I'll see if there's something I can give you to cover yourself.
Elle disappears for a short time, searching her house, but she returns empty-handed.
I'm afraid I don't have much for pants that will fit you. Here, come here. It might be best if you just wrap a blanket around yourself while I wash your clothes. Here, sit here on the bed and get under the covers and take your pants off.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Elle smiles and turns her back so you can change. You have her personal effects from your pockets and hand her your pants and underwear. As Elle leaves to throw them in the wash, you wrap a blanket around yourself. It's satin. It feels kind of amazing. Elle returns and sits on a bench seat at the front of her bed.
So, I suppose we should continue our small talk. It feels like that was hours ago. I feel almost out of breath. Where should the conversation go from here?
The weather's supposed to turn bad next week, hey?
Yes, the awful storm hits every year. And every year it ruins my garden, my birdhouses, everything. But I don't want to talk about the weather. Do you mind if we talk about private things? There's so many things I want to talk about with you, but they're all... my family would call them inappropriate. And I'm terrible at making friends, and I'm awful at conversation, and I don't know how to bring things up like this, and...
Kiss her. You shift closer to her and ever so slowly lean in to kiss her. There's a moment where she stops talking, surprised by your sudden closeness. You hang precariously close, seeking permission. Elle hesitates. For a moment she pulls back, but then she leans in slowly as well and kisses you. The two of you softly make out for almost a minute. You gingerly open your mouth and coax her delicate tongue from hers. When you finish, you lean away and look at her. She stares at you with a dreamy expression and smiles.
I think you're okay with private feelings. I want to ask you some things, but first, I would like you to ask me whatever you want. It'll help me decide what to ask you, so ask me whatever you're comfortable answering. Just to warn you, though, I may chicken out. I'll try not to, though.
What's the most naughty thing you've done that no one knows about?
Oh, goodness, I can't tell you this. This is so embarrassing. When I was a teenager, oh gosh, my heart is racing. There was once when I dressed some pillows in my clothes and pretended they were a lover. And on top of them, and...
I'll mimic some humping motions to embarrass to find words for them. That's not that bad. Teenagers are horny.
I don't believe you. I'm pretty sure that puts me in a different category of horny teenager. Oh gosh.
That's
Please forget I
adorable.
told you this. So far, so good. I feel confident.
Are you a virgin?
Oh my, very much so. Until I met you, I had never really even kissed anyone. My family impressed upon me to wait until marriage.
Yeah, have you ever what?
Not on purpose.
Not on purpose.
Sometimes I'll be watching a movie
yeah, that
and be
makes sense.
surprised when it has a sex scene. And sometimes I rewind the scene a few times. We were forbidden from watching such shows when I was growing up. I much prefer romance novels.
Fair, but those can get pretty spicy
I
too.
can't believe I told you that.
Watching your breasts.
Oh, wow. Sorry. I used to get asked that question a lot when I was a teenager. I'm always surprised to find out
That's
people
gross.
are curious about them. I wear a size E bra.
Do you like them?
They've caused me a lot of problems. I try to ignore them, but no one else will. So I would say I feel pretty neutral toward them these days. I don't think I'm ever going to stop blushing from embarrassment.
What's your most intimate fantasy?
Oh, this one is sort of fun. Well, I mean, I don't think it's embarrassing. I think it's sort of intimate. See, because of my narcolepsy, I can't really take baths. There's a
Yeah,
chance that
you
if I
drown.
spend any amount of time in one, I could fall asleep and drown. But I want very badly to take one, so bad that I have fantasized a solution.
Have someone take one with you?
Someday, I want to
Yeah.
take a bath with someone.
I want to do that too.
I want them to get in first, and I want to sit on their lap.
I was gonna say something, but then I realized that I probably shouldn't. I would love to take a bath with someone else.
And they would wrap their arms around me. I would feel them underneath me, and they would kiss me and touch me, suck on me. And I couldn't even stop them if I wanted, because I'm completely helpless. And they explore and pleasure themselves with me. And if I fell asleep, they would hold me and keep me safe and kiss me in my sleep.
That sounds lovely. Elle's eyes stare off into the distance as she sighs a long and lustful sigh.
That would be heaven for me. Okay, I would like to ask you some questions now, if that's okay with you.
But I'm gonna be imagining stuff about the things you told me. Forgive me if I get distracted. Elle blushes again, and for a moment she hides her smile behind her hands. For a moment she giggles.
This feels so odd and rude and weird, but I like the feeling. Are you a virgin?
In spirit.
I don't think that counts. But who am I to say? I'm not fully versed on how to do it myself. I might have accidentally had sex sometime and wasn't aware of it.
I would hope not.
So next question. Do you think I'm attractive? Like, I know you think I'm pretty, but I mean, like, do you think I'm sexy?
You're the most attractive person I've ever met. I can't stop thinking about you.
Really? Do you mean that? I've never felt that way about myself. I have no idea what you see in me, but I'm very happy you feel that way. Okay, last question. Are you seeing anyone else right now? I mean, are there other girls or guys that you're with?
I'll tell you, but if it's doubt in your mind that wants to know, don't feed it. You're better than that.
Oh, you're right. I give a lot of attention to my doubts and fears. And that question, are them being hungry? There are better questions to ask. Sorry, I know those questions are odd, but I've been so sheltered all my life. I feel like I've been in a birdcage, a round one with no hiding spots, hanging in the middle of the room. And every moment I spend with you, I feel that cage open just a bit. All this time we've spent together, it's meant so much to me. Everything about you is so alluring to me. You make me want to pull pranks on my brother, to drink wine, to drink beer, to mix them together and drink them anyway. The last few weeks, I've wanted to wear mismatched socks. I want to wear red underwear and pretty bras that show too much. Every single thing that my family has controlled about me, I want to smash it and throw it in the bin. You have made me excited and hopeful and powerful. My family would never let me date. And now, I want to choose who I love. I want to choose who I'm with. I want you. So, will you go steady with me? What's the right expression?
Kiss her. You lean over and begin to kiss her. She raises her hands and softly places them on your cheek. Elle's kisses grow more and more passionate as she hesitantly begins to French kiss you. There's an instant awkwardness to it. Every moment you feel she doesn't quite know what to do with her hands or her tongue or with yours. Then she slowly leans back and lies down, pulling you gently on top of her so that she can press you against her. So back towards her, pull you onto her. I'm gonna leave just in case. Okay, so basically, we started going at it. She fell asleep. She said we had the option to either wait for her to wake up or to search the house. I just waited. I'm guessing if you search the house, you could find a clue to her secret. But again, I don't really want to do that right now. I'll save that for later, for when I do a guided run. But she ended up getting too nervous and asked if we could stop, so I said yes. She said she's not quite ready, and that she needs a little bit more time. Outside it's begun to rain. The birds are all gone from their branches, hidden now. The drive back home feels a bit angsty, but otherwise fine. Yeah, no secrets found, so he probably could have found this person secret. What's a good title relating to L? Thank you for spending time with me. It was so wonderful. You were so caring and amazing. I wish I had you here now holding me. I cherish every moment we're together. And I hope we can see each other soon. I'm ready. I'm ready to... Well, we'll find out, won't we? I'm so head over heels for you. I can't wait to see you again. Love. 40%. It's a quiet night as you're driving to the restaurant. And I think doing the guided run to get all the secrets is going to be very weird. I mean, because again, I think we're going to end this run. I mean, there's going to be 3 runs. One where I'm going to be having good karma, but it's not going to be a perfect run. A second one where I'm going to have more bad karma, but it's not going to be a perfect run, obviously. And then the big one that I'm going to have to use a guide for, which is getting every secret, and having all good karma. It's a quiet night as you're driving to the restaurant. There's a weird humidity in the air, but the breeze off the ocean is strangely cold. A few drops of water in a windshield suggest the weather might have secret plans for you, but for now the clouds stay silent. As you run a corner, a car passes you in the opposite lane. You catch a glance in your rear view mirror of the car doing a 180 turn and following you. You get a bad feeling. You turn down a side road just to see if they follow you. And it does. The car takes the same turn and proceeds to increase speed. You hit the gas looking for a good place to turn back, and suddenly you see flashing lights and hear a siren. The car behind you, it turns out, is a ghost car. It blares a siren for only a moment, but it keeps its lights on. Pull over the shoulder and wait for the police car pulls up behind you, but the cops don't exit the car for a long time. Finally, after almost 5 minutes, the car behind you, you see the doors open. Out steps Fumi, and also an officer in a much fancier uniform than you expected. You only get a split second to look out the officer before he taps your window. The man is obviously much older than Fumi and of Asian ancestry. His name tag says S. Kawase.
Good evening. Do you know why I pulled you over?
Good evening, officer. I have no idea.
It's a small legal matter. I'm sure we can clear it up. Take a look back there. You see my partner? That's Detective Suehanda. I understand the two of you know one another.
Well, yes, Fumi and I are very, very well acquainted.
Yeah, that's my understanding too. Alright. Just a couple of quick questions, and we'll get you on your way. Do you know a young woman by the name of Cassie Caprice?
Yeah, Cassie and I are pretty good friends.
I see. That's good to hear. That girl could use some friends with her best interests at heart. She had a rough past. I'd hate to see her life turned upside down again. You must be pretty popular with the ladies around town, yes? According to witnesses, you've been seen around town with one Mio Faro. Oh, and also our city's most eligible millionaire, Elle Reed. Are both of these women friends of yours too?
Yes, I know them.
Oh, I would hope you know them. I don't know about you, Detective Suehanda, but I don't tend to make out with strangers.
I have made recent exceptions, sir. But for the most part, your point is clear.
Do you know a woman by the name of Miss Arson Desiree Kitagawa? And are you aware that she and Miss Cassie Caprice are involved in the
Allison.
transport and distribution of illegal narcotics?
That's quite the accusation.
And that doesn't answer my question. Listen carefully. I'll lay it all out for you. You're on your way to a date. Yes? You're meeting a Miss Iro Kawase tonight. Is that correct?
Yes.
Good. Honesty. That's what I like to see. I've got witnesses that put you around town with Miss Caprice, as well as some interesting security footage from the mall. I've also gotten some first-hand accounts that you've been seeing Miss Kawase. Apparently, the two of you are quite intimate. Ring a bell?
Shiki, Iro's father.
Why, yes, that's right. Nice to meet you. Generally, we're more careful with this information, but I feel like maybe it'll help you make the right decision here tonight. Miss Caprice is a CI, a criminal informant. She's helping us with a case.
Oh!
Wrote a big fish in her
She's
net.
an informant?
Maybe you're close to getting scooped in that net.
Oh,
not.
that's cool.
But here's what I know for sure. Starting tonight, you're going to stay away from my daughter.
No.
You're going to break things off with her. Let her down gently. And you're going to leave town.
No.
Or I'm going to bring Miss Caprice in. Hit her with trafficking, grand larceny, break and enter, possession
Okay.
with intent to distribute. It's a long list. Maybe a few things fall onto you too.
You have no idea what you're doing. I'm trying to help Iro.
I don't like repeating myself. So I'll try to make this really clear. Whatever little game you're playing with my family, it's over. The consequences are literally life and death. Now tell me you understand. Or here's where things begin to go bad.
I'll break things off with
Good.
Iro, but I won't.
We're done here.
He turns to leave and Phoebe sticks her head into the bathroom, which whispers
I
over to
don't know
Zeke.
what all this personal garbage is between you and the chief, and I don't care. I've still got your back. But don't fuck up my investigation. I'll contact you soon.
Rumi walks back to the police car, the sound of her heeled boots tick-tocking away with its confident seriousness. If you hurry, you'll only be a little late for meeting Iro at the restaurant. Iro. You continue your drive to the restaurant, suddenly conscious of every other car on the road that might be following you. After a short drive, you get to the restaurant and park. Just your open. Ignore your marks, Cyclops suddenly drives behind you and parks. So, I do know that I'm pretty sure that if you don't tell Iro about her father, things are gonna... that she dies. Like, say with Cassie, we need to do a specific thing. I did find that out. So, leaving with her helmet on, you recognize Iro. She's wearing a bike jacket and a cute dress.
Hey! I saw you pulling in. I was doing laps around the
Bro,
block to kill
that's...
time.
Whoa, that's fucking beautiful!
So, how are you doing?
Weird encounter with a cop.
Oh, blah. Cops suck. I had one pull me over once because I didn't have my seatbelt on. Bear in mind, I was on a motorcycle. I'm glad you made it, though. I've been looking forward to tonight. Anyway, let's go.
Iro reaches over for your hand. You hesitate, but you don't reach for and pulls it back. For a brief moment, there's confusion and concern on her face, but takes her and gives you a smirk and
What?
smile.
You think I'm gonna bite? That's for later, dummy.
Inside the restaurant, the atmosphere is intimate and warm. Live music is playing somewhere, and the smell of garlic and butter fills the room. The maitre d' takes your name and immediately instructs you to follow them to your table. Iro follows you. Iro follows you, but her eyes are wandering around the restaurant, taking you
Wow.
in.
You know, I've never eaten here before. I'm more of a kale salad at home kind of
You're
gal.
so pretty, girl.
Everything looks expensive.
I know, they told me I couldn't bring you, but I insisted.
Yeah, that makes sense. Wouldn't be the first time a place had a no rainbow-haired kawases allowed. Though, usually that's more of Eli's doing.
The two of you see, notice that Iro is looking at you with an awkward stare. When you look back, there's a moment where she just smiles and laughs, but you can tell she's working up
Look.
courage.
I wanted to apologize for what happened the other day. At my beach house.
No need, we were drunk. I was hoping we could
No,
move
but
past
see, that's not it. There's more to it than that. The truth is, I wanted to be with you. I've just been really confused lately. I've seen you around with other girls all summer. And at first I was like, good. But after a while, after spending time with you, and finding out what kind of person you are, I guess I started falling for you. And I was in denial. And there's been a lot of other stuff going on in my life that's made things even more confusing. So when we were together the other night, and I suddenly found myself in bed with you, the two of us about to, you know, all of these feelings came rushing into my head, and I couldn't deal. I'm sorry, but now, after a few days, things are a lot more clear. And what I want is, I want to be with you. Do you want to be with me. Oh. Please. Is it me? Did I push you away? You won't even tell me. Just tell me. Why don't you want me?
Your father
What
forbids
did you
you.
say? My father forbids you from seeing me.
Mhm.
And you're just doing what he says?
He threatened me. Burning rage comes to Iro's eyes. She stands up and slams her palms on the table. The other restaurant patrons are startled in silence and look over to watch the commotion.
Well, here's a little piece of information you need to know about my father. Since you're just doing what he wants anyway, I hate my father. My father is a cruel, heartless, selfish son of a bitch. He's only ever brought me misery. It's all his fault. All the worst things in my life are his fault. And I never want to hear from either of you ever again.
That's some fucking amazing voice acting. Iro walks to your end of the table. She begins to sob. A frustrated scream, she decks you in the face. You sprawl on the floor. She's surprisingly strong as punch blasts you senseless for a few moments. When the haze clears, the restaurants and waiters are helping you to your feet. You look around, not seeing Iro, and rush for the entrance. You're just in time to see Iro speeding off on her motorcycle. The chance of you pursuing her in your rental car are non-existent. You stand in silence for some time. One of the waiters offers to call you an ambulance, but you decline. As you walk back to your car in heavy silence, you spot a police car parked across the parking lot. Flashes its light for a moment, then goes dark and drives off. Drive home is quiet, and although a sense of doom hangs over you, you feel as though things are not yet over. So I think that's what you're supposed to do. I'm pretty sure that's what you're supposed to do. So we'll find out. Hear children outside playing in the rain. The storm comes and goes in waves, but the puddles stay. It makes you feel better for some reason. You wake and Quill is lying in your arms. She tells you that she got chilly. That's your good meat blanket. Then she bounces happily out of your room. Hey, it's me. Listen, about the other night, things got really out of control. Well, I think I'm sorry, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to say it yet. Except for the punch part, I'm sorry about that. Really sorry, I was out of line, but everything else... Well, I need some time to sort everything out. Please don't try to find me. I need time alone. Bye. It's my fucking fault. Or his, not her. His fucking fault. Just, it was like, yeah, he literally threatened me. He literally threatened to arrest me if I did it. Yawasa, have you been checking the weather report the last 2 days? Good morning, by the way. They're already predicting the incoming storms could be one of those once-in-a-lifetime type of storms. Don't forget to bring an umbrella if you go out, and perhaps some type of flotation device. Be safe. I know you think you're the main character out there, but... Well, actually, now that I think about it... you know what? Never mind. Be safe, take care, dress warm, have a good, great day. Hugs. Hello, sweetheart. I just heard on the news that the storm's supposed to be calmed down a bit this morning. I feel very much like taking a walk. I've been cooped up a bit, and I have a new umbrella simply begging for a chance to impress. If you feel similar, please feel free to meet me at park. My umbrella is big enough to protect you from the elements. Okay, now my face hurts from something else. Spare you for further puns. Hope to see you, but don't worry if you're busy. Take care. Goodness gracious. As you arrive at the park, the rain begins to let up a little. The dark storm shroud gives way to swaths of meandering, drizzling, inky clouds. As you step out of your car, you see Elle waiting on a park bench. She's swirling a pink parasol, which is much too frilly to be of practical purpose. When she sees you, she waves excitedly and rushes over.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm so happy you had time for a walk today. The company is rather wonderful. I find it's quite challenging having an engaging conversation with just yourself. Also, people tend to stare.
How's that phrased?
How are you today?
Well, I don't know what it is, but you look sort of sparkling today.
Oh,
Elle blushes and turns away slightly. She curls a finger in her hair and smiles abashedly.
well, of all the things that could be any particular day, sparkly is probably one of my favorites. Shall we walk? Or stroll? I think I would prefer stroll.
Elle bends her elbow, offering for you to take it. You hook your arm in hers, and she hugs you tightly to herself for a moment. Two of you stroll the park for a short while, talking mostly about the weather and how best to dress during a tropical storm. When you round the corner and see Dimitri from the coffee shop handing out free coffee samples.
Ah, my friends, please come to me. Bring me your happy faces, for I would like to pour coffee in them. Haha.
Hello, Dimitri. How are you today?
Oh, Miss L, I am so wonderful, and even more so now that you have strolled in my path. But wait, what is this? Perhaps Dimitri is interrupting a special moment. The two of you are, how do we say,
Ready to stop.
lovers?
Oh, it's back. Elle suddenly freezes in surprise and shock. She grips your arm tighter, but you see the color drape from her face, clearly embarrassed.
Well, you see, Dimitri.
Now Elle's face turns a bright shade of red and seems to grow redder with each moment. There's certainly much to love about Elle, but I would say we're closer to sweethearts right now. Elle gasps slightly at your words, which seem to shake her out of her self-conscious panic attack.
Oh, yes, of course. Excuse me. I did not mean to use such a powerful term. So often I am calling everyone lovers. My customers, my plumber, my banker.
Elle hugs your arm to herself and smiles serenely at Dimitri.
Yes, Dimitri. Love is a strong word, but I look forward to saying it someday.
Aha, yes, Miss L. We all do. And may we all find it someday. Here, have 2 samples of the best coffee in the park. Drink it and enjoy life.
You and Elle take the drinks and continue on your walk. Elle clings to you warmly for the whole trip and kisses you softly goodbye when she leaves, twirling her parasol. Fucking 99! Goodness! Likely due to the storm, the mall is not as busy as it usually is. Those that are shopping all look fairly dejected and soaking wet. As you pass by the food court, you spot Lotus sitting at one of the tables. She's drinking a smoothie and typing something on her phone. Given how miserable everyone looks, her bright eyes are practically a beacon in the dark. And you can't help but walk up next to her to say hi. Hey Lotus, how are you? Lotus looks up instantly and is a little startled by your voice.
Oh, hi! How's it going? I had to stop by here today to pick something up. And I can't resist the smoothies I make at the Cowardly Lion. Hence my drink. But anyway, I'm doing pretty good. I mean, all things considered. We had to shut down the Queen Bean this week. It's actually too dangerous for foot traffic. A wave actually made it off the beach, across the street, and splashed our door.
Jeez!
It's nuts out there.
Maybe it was just waving hello. Lois laughs for a solid 30 seconds and you can't help but smile and chuckle a bit at her
Oh my
reaction.
gosh. You've been hanging out with Miss Reed too much. That was right out of her playbook. Hey, listen. I'm actually glad I run into you today. I have something I wanted to tell you. Just before we closed, someone came in to talk to me, and they asked me a bunch of questions about you.
What'd they look like?
It was a tall guy in sunglasses and a fancy suit. I never seen him before. Among many other questions, he asked me whether or not you and I have been dating. That's when I got really wigged out. So I asked Dimitri to go kick him out of the store for me. I haven't seen the guy since, but I wanted you to know what he had been asking, and if you know what it was all about.
Not sure.
Well, if I see him again, I'll let you know. He made me super uncomfortable, so I hope I don't.
Just then, Lotus looks at her phone and eeks.
I'm late! Time got away from me. See you later. Don't get caught out in the rain.
She rushes off. After returning to the real world of mostly dismal people, you decide to leave them all and head somewhere less depressing, maybe a graveyard. Hey, I'm gonna be doing a stream tonight. If you're feeling up for it, I'd like you to watch it. Just so everything is out in the open. I want you to see me. But you don't have to. I respect whatever you want to do. I'll send you a link. Talk soon. You drive up to the mall to pick up Cassie after she insisted last minute that she needed to get her hair done. Luckily, it's not very busy, and you find a loading zone to park in temporarily while you wait for her. Surprisingly, she steps out of the front entrance just as you pull up, and for a moment, you don't recognize her. Obviously somewhat self-conscious, Cassie walks over to the car with her hands folded in front of her. She looks amazing.
Good evening. You the carriage I sent for?
Beautiful as always, but breathtaking in particular.
Oh gosh, you're gonna make me blush. You really know how to make a girl feel wanted. You know that? Well, I'm starved. It's been a coffee and
100
kind of day. I need protein stat.
Drive out to the winery is pleasant. Although the weather has been rainy recently, today the air is calm and brisk. Cassie puts on a few songs she wants you to listen to and sings along. A lot of classic rock and trashy pop songs. At one point, she leans way over to smell your cheek. She then compliments your deodorant and gives you a smooch. She finds this particularly funny and laughs for the last 6 or 7 minutes of the drive. When you arrive at the winery, it's much more chill than usual. There are no fancy parties, and the small restaurant has set up tables throughout the vineyard for extra ambiance. Ooh, pretty! As you're escorted to your table, Cassie appears nervous.
Good lord, look at this place tonight. They've got everything all fancy tonight. Oh, look at the lights. Hey, listen, I just wanted to say thanks for taking me out again. I know our last date had its bumps, but you're a real trooper for sticking with me.
I'm mostly looking for a reason to dress up and show off the goods.
I knew it! I'm just a bit of arm candy for you to accessorize with. Well, either way, you look smoking hot yourself. So as long as those muscly arms find their way around me at some point, it's gonna be a good night.
The two of you sit and a waiter pours you each some wine. You can tell Cassie's somewhat uncomfortable as she fidgets and pulls at her own hair. She notices you noticing her and stops. She immediately has a sheepish look.
I'm sorry, I'm just so worried about doing something wrong or saying something rude. When I was really young, my Nona took me out to a real fancy place and told me I could order anything I wanted. So I decided to order pizza. Because, you know, pizza, it's fucking great. But when I said it, she gasped super loud and the waiter laughed at me. And then they both gave me lectures on how that's not the kind of food you order at fancy places.
Which is fucking stupid.
The other night, when I joked about ordering cheeseburgers, well, that was my sorry attempt to be charming and mischievous. I swear I'm developing a complex now. Fancy places make me nervous.
Don't be nervous. You're beautiful, sharp, ferocious, and utterly charming. Cassie goes quiet for a moment, a soft blush coming to her cheeks. You know she twirls her hair a little and looks away, a bashful look you've never really seen before.
What are you trying to do to me over here? You're gonna make me blush redder than a radish. Jeez, Lou, you're sweet and quite observant, I must say. We'd better make with some small talk before I hyperventilate or something.
So how's work going?
Not great. Things have actually been pretty tense lately. Apparently, there's been extra heat on the higher-ups. Too much attention from the wrong people. Luckily, not much of that reaches down to me. I'm just a pretty face doing my job. Now, if I was a ladder climber like Liliana, I'd be feeling the burn for sure.
Do you think someone might be, what's the term, snitching?
Oh man, don't even breathe a word of that kind of stuff. I'm comfortable telling you junk, because I think you're smart enough to know what happens if you try to get involved. These are not people to F with. I wonder if they have good Prosecco here.
How's Alice D doing recently?
Oh god, that girl. She's fine. Literally made of stone. Nothing gets under her skin. Liliana so much as growls at me, and I'm in a whirling dervish of anger and contempt all day. But last week, Alice literally gets robbed at knife point. She's laughing about it an hour later. She's made of stern stuff. Only it's also really soft. Because let's face it.
Cassie raises her hands, miming 2 vast orbs in front of her chest.
She was asking about you, by the way.
2 of your friends, right?
Actually, we're secret lovers and have a ton of sex during our downtimes. Of course we're friends. Did you think maybe we were sisters? Or I don't know, fishing buddies or something? No, she and I go back a ways. When I was new to the game, she took me in and was super nice to me. I tell you, the people I work with should thank their lucky stars they've got gals like Alice on payroll. She's literally the only one smiling half the time. I would go crazy working with some of the fucking psychos we've got all the time.
Where are you? Okay, you went out? Okay.
A waiter's sure taking their time.
Guess you didn't acquire your dress tonight as usual.
You may be observant that I wasn't a complete piece of trash just before our date started. Well, thanks for noticing. I've been trying to clean up my act a bit. Get off the naughty list. Of course, I'm doing it to impress someone. I'm hoping they find me more attractive and do things with me in bed. See this eye? It's winking. I'm winking at you.
I'm just impressed. You clean up good.
Yeah, the real magic was the friends we made along the way or whatever. Look, I wanted to look nice for you. That's all. Felt kind of weird following up on those kind of fuzzy feelings by ripping someone off to make it happen. Oh, they have free breadsticks here. Nice. A waiter's sure taking their time.
When are you gonna try to bring me back to your place?
I don't know. I mean, I could ask you the same. Just in case you meant for, like, sexy private stuff. It's not like that at all. My place is just, well, I feel like it maybe tells a little bit too much about me. It's hard to deny you're not trashy when you bring people back to your trash nest, you know?
The waiter returns then to take your order. Cassie immediately becomes more nervous, pulling at her hair again. You got this, girl. Cassie looks over at you, seemingly surprised. She lets out a chuckle and rolls her shoulders, trying to relieve tension. Place your order, and Cassie takes a deep breath.
Beg your pardon, sir. I'm not very good at reading French. But some of this looks more Italian than French, so now I'm second-guessing what I'm reading. Can you tell me what the Neapolitan Margarita Esposito is?
The waiter tells her it's a flatbed margarita, prepared in a firewood oven in the Naples tradition.
It's a fancy pizza?
Cassie looks to her menu for a moment, stunned, then she bursts into laughter.
Oh my god!
The waiter looks surprised and somewhat stunned. They look to you. Break into roaring laughter, too. The waiter fidgets a little uncomfortably, but waits for the two of you to finish. Before she's finished, Cassie rises from her spot and walks over to you. She's now laughing so hard there are tears in her eyes. She places her hand on her chest with each enormous breath. When she reaches your side of the table, she leans in and gingerly kisses you. Her fingers recently manicured caress the side of your head, and her kiss is soft and warm, full of life. Finding her laughter abating, she sits back in her seat.
Oh god, I can't believe it! I beg your pardon, good sir. That was a bit of an inside joke. I would very much like to order your fancy pizza.
The waiter smiles broadly, writes it down, and reminds you that the vineyard is for joy and romance. He scoots off, and Cassie raises her glass. So he's like, dude, it's cool. This is where you're supposed to be romantic.
Here's to joy and romance, I guess.
Here's to you.
Right back at you, sweet cheeks.
The dinner goes well. Cassie raves over the fancy pizza and calls it God's gift to the world. And when soft music begins to play on the speaker's hidden in the vines, Cassie sighs happily.
Junk I've ever seen. I want to have the full experience.
Raise and extend your hand.
Warn you, I'm wearing 2 left heels. If I step on you, those heels are sharp. They're going straight through.
You and Cassie stand cheek to cheek and dance. The song is soft and slow, and the fabric of Cassie's dress feels unworldly in your hands.
This is so nice.
You look nice.
Turning me soft. And I'm letting you. 'Cause it's nice.
I didn't do anything. It's just nice to a pretty girl.
Now see, that just proves my point. How was someone not supposed to fall fall for someone else when that's the way they talk to him.
Cassie goes quiet for a while, and you catch out of the corner of your eye that she's holding a sad gaze as you dance. After a few moments, just as you're considering to say something, she whispers something.
I'll tell you why. I'm not soft. It's not a happy story.
You can tell me anything.
That's good. Because I want to tell you something I've never told anyone. The house I grew up in wasn't a happy place. I won't bore you with too many details. My mom had a lot of problems, and my stepdad was a drinker. Don't worry, he didn't put his hands on me or nothing, but he sure didn't like me. Even when I was 7, I was full of fire and brimstone, and I let him have it. We used to scream at each other so late and so long that the cops would drop by to break it up. Our nearest neighbors were almost 1,000 feet from us. We were loud! Anyway, I started getting into trouble in and out of school. Started skipping school. Started hanging around bad people. And my stepdad, well, he had had enough. He kicked me out. I spit in his face and he clocked me good. I had a black eye for a month. But I gave him one too before I ran off. So as far as I'm concerned, I came out ahead in that fight.
It sucks.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't even compare. Anyway, I was out on my ass with no money, no place, no nothing. So I left the boonies and came to town, looking for a place to go. And that's when I met Mel. Mel found me in a bus station, stealing quarters out of the candy machines and chasing off the animals, offering me $5 for a good time.
$5? Jesus!
She took me in and fed me pizza. It was good pizza. Kinda stale, but you know, pizza. Mel was older than me. I think she was 40. But she lived on the streets and did her best to help anyone she could stay warm and dry. She was good people. Like you.
Talking about her in the past tense.
Yeah. I'm getting to that part. I bunked at Mel's place for almost 4 years. She made sure I never ended up in some pimp's menagerie or doing hard drugs under the overpass for an escape. She was my fucking guardian angel. And one day, there was a lump right here.
Cassie pokes you in the chest, just beneath your left nipple.
And then my guardian angel got really sick.
Stay quiet.
Then Mel needed a whole lot of help. See, that lump wasn't what you'd call the OG cancer. It was part of a gang. Breast, pelvis, rib. Things went from bad to worse.
Wow.
Real fast. And just the ride to the hospital alone took all the money she had. And she was just about making up her mind not to fight it. When I told her not to worry, if she fought, I'd fight too. If she hung in there, I would figure out the money. I would look after her. I would take care of her and make her soup and change her fucking diapers if I needed to. Because I loved her so much. So I did. I found the money and got a house already. Put ramps in and bars near the toilet and everything.
Cassie stops for a moment. A wild and desperate sadness flares inside of her and suddenly pours out in a sob.
And then she fucking died anyway! She died! Only 5 weeks later! Her hair didn't even fall out! I already had wigs for her to wear! She was just gone! I didn't even
Fuck,
see her
I'm tearing
that
up.
day. It got suddenly bad overnight.
Hold her. Cassie sobs into your chest for a while, her whole body shuddering with the effort.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was gonna. I haven't cried about this in years. I didn't expect it all to come back and hit so hard. But I've never told another person all this out loud. Anyway, I was left without anywhere to go and a pretty big bill to settle. hospital was going to return a bunch of it, but then they would have looked into where it came from in the first place, and, well, I didn't get the money from no guardian angel, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, from your current employers.
Yeah, you got it. Bit of a get paid first, work later sort of arrangement. I owe a lot of money to these people, and I can't skip town or else, well, let's just say they have their own way of collecting debts. I just wanted you to know I trust you, and I guess I wanted you to know what was going on, why I made some of my decisions. You know? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, I guess. And if you think any less of me for any of this, I hope maybe seeing more of the picture will explain some of it. I just needed someone to tell. You're just a charming person who decided to drop into my life like an angel.
Takes a little longer. Cassie leans against your shoulder again, and the two of you dance a while longer. After a long dance in each other's arms, a new song pops on with a bit of swing and wakes Cassie from a dreamy stupor.
Oh, whoa! Look at the time! We've been awkwardly making circles for a while now. I should get home. I've got a meeting tonight, an important one. Can we split?
You bet, I'll settle up.
Awesome. I'll meet you at the car. I've gotta check my makeup.
Cassie's quiet for most of the ride home. She stares out the window at the sky, which has become once more clouded, as the forecast mentioned.
It's gonna be a bad storm this year. I get this feeling in my knees. The worse it is, the worse the storm will be. I'm gonna be one wise-ass witch living in the woods someday. I promise you that.
When you arrive at her place apartment above the pizzeria, Cassie looks at you with a strange expression of sadness and desire. She leans over to her car seat and kisses you. She rubs the sides of her thumb along her jawline, and for a moment she's your entire world. When she finishes, she looks to you and smiles, and then she frowns.
Might be best for us to break up.
That's a weird way to invite me in for your sexy time. Cassie laughs lightly but loses her smile quickly.
That would be. Right. But things are getting hot on my end. The people I work for. Taking a closer look at the people around us. I'm afraid there's some stuff they're gonna find out about me that'll make me unemployable. Everyone is not in the game. There's a good chance of getting hurt now. And I don't want that. I can't stand the thought of you getting hurt. So, I want you to know how I feel. And then I want you to walk away.
Let me in the game. I'm not leaving you.
No! There's no way I'm letting you throw all the good stuff in your life away. Listen to me. You're a good person. Stupid life I'm living. It's 'cause I'm not. I've done messed up shit, and now I'm paying for it. Some bad people over here. Bad people and desperate people. And you're neither of those things. Don't be stupid. Just say goodbye to me. Kiss me, and let's be done with it.
Hey, I can handle myself alright, don't worry. Cassie pulls away to resist her kiss, oddly furious that we kiss her at a time like this. But you slip her arm around her waist and keep the awkwardness rolling, and as you predicted, in a moment she melts and kisses you back. In fact, for a few dreamy moments, her kisses become rather passionate and have a take me I'm yours vibe. But a moment later, she finally pulls away and says,
God damn you. All right. But only because I think maybe you like me as much as I like you.
Cassie pushes you as far as she can, being seated next to you, and thinks, as though you might tackle her while she's distracted.
All right, I need you to know that this was the worst decision of my life, but I'm not gonna stop you from making it. I just want you to know, I don't think it's worth it for me, but I'll let you make the decision. Go home, think about it, and if you decide you want in,
Cassie types a message into her phone, and it pops up on yours.
come to this address in 2 hours. Just know that. Make you do things if you want to join. And I don't know how bad they'll be about it.
Alright, I'll consider it.
Let me know if you're not coming. I'll make an excuse. Just don't make this choice lightly.
You go home to change and to prepare. Quill is there playing with the cord of the kitchen blinds. She seems happy. You decide to take most of the cards out of your wallet and pack a knife. You're not sure if it's a good idea or a bad idea. Probably both. After enough time has passed, you get back into your car and drive to the address Cassie gave you. During the drive, the rain comes and goes, as at one moment gentle, almost non-existent, the next in a wild crescendo. So the storm is selectively angry at the world, lashing out mad as hell and then going quiet. You cross several turning tracks to reach your destination. The back of your mind makes a wrong side of the tracks joke you don't find particularly funny. Finally, the place you're heading to comes into view. It's a large foreboding warehouse, obviously abandoned. Even as you step out of your car, you can hear sounds coming from inside, music, yelling. You walk up and cautiously look inside.
What's cooking good looking?
As his voice starts, you feel a little more than you're comfortable with in reply.
So, I wasn't really expecting this to happen. Cassie's been saying you're neat meat, that you want to join the family business and make a name for yourself, or something. True?
True enough, I guess.
I see. Well, tell me, did Cassie tell you that she considers this the worst decision of her life? Did she happen to mention that, were it not for an unfortunate and untimely closure of the strip club I used to work at, I would also have avoided this line of work like the plague? And did she mention that there are no health or dental benefits? If
Thanks.
none of that scares you away, then follow me.
House brings you to the warehouse where you see a group of delinquents hanging out. Most of them are smoking, hanging out on an old couch. At a nearby table, you see Liliana talk to someone with some rolls of money in front of her. Cassie's with Liliana standing behind her in her jacket and cap.
She's a bit of a trophy around here. Cassie, I mean. All the kids have a thing for her, but they're more afraid of Liliana. They learn pretty quick not to mix business and pleasure, though they don't know it, but Cassie can take care of herself.
What are they gonna make me do?
It's a bit different for everyone. I mean, they probably won't make you do what I did, which was mostly a bunch of math involving drug cutting. I don't think Liliana's going to ask you to have sex with her or anything, but just brace yourself. You're seen as a bit of a threat.
That moment, Liliana finishes up with the person she's talking to and Cassie taps her on the shoulder. Cassie points you out and Liliana nods. The two of them walk over together, Cassie making no outward expression, Liliana looking very much like a lie about to strike.
So, you're the stranger. I've seen you around. Cassie tells me you want to get paid. She says you know how to keep your mouth shut. And you can fight. Is all that right?
Yeah.
I don't believe you. I know a bitch when I see you.
Bruh.
Let's find out if I'm wrong. We gotta make sure you're not a cop. Test is a little different for everyone. Pretty straightforward. Dan, come here.
One of the delinquents walks over. You recognize them from your first day in the mall with
Hey, I know this bitch!
Shut up. Dan is also new. He just joined last week. He also turned 17 last week. I want you two to fight. Whoever wins moves on to the next round.
What? But I already... You know what? Fuck it. You want me to beat the shit out of this punk? That's a big fuck yeah from me.
Yeah, that's why it's illegal. Make it happen.
Dan circles you, reaches his neck to the side, cracking to loosen up and laughs.
I owe you this from a few weeks ago. You're gonna bleed, bitch.
Stab him. Grapple Dan. As Dan comes at you with a punch, you duck low and tackle him. At first, he laughs, bringing his fist on your back while he stands to avoid falling, and you execute a perfect suplex. Dan slam down on the ground, arching your back to the fullest. Before he can recover, you maneuver him into a rear naked choke. Tries to pull your arm away, but he's no match for your strength. He taps your arm for a second, then quickly loses consciousness. You release before doing any permanent damage.
Nice moves. Step 2 is easy.
Leona snaps her fingers, and one of the other delinquents carefully hands her a syringe.
Do you know what this is?
Like heroin?
Yeah, it's mud. Take it. Stick him.
Points down at Dan.
Got it?
I don't waste drugs. All around you, members of the gang are shocked and surprised. Cassie looks shocked for a moment.
Respect, stranger. But that's going to make this next part a lot harder. Okay? Last step. Fight me. Do it, and you're in.
Lily, this isn't necessary. That H is gonna mess with them too much.
You never know. Might help. Ready?
Break her. Fight as best as you can. Buddy, when I do this with the evil route, I'm gonna fucking murder all of you. I can't wait to kill you. I can't wait to kill you. It's gonna be so fun. Might be something wrong with me. See frustration flare across her expression. She swings again, but you're already swinging your uppercut. You catch her on the chin. You actually manage to lift her off the ground with the force of your blow. A weaker chin, she would have fallen unconscious. Liliana laughs.
Hey, that's a good hit. You're pretty good.
She hits you, but it barely matters. The drugs have already done their work. You fall and everything goes dark. You wake suddenly cold sweat. Quick, hear Cassie's voice.
It's okay.
Look around. You're in your room. It's dark. Cassie is undressed. She's sleeping next to you. She says we're in. Well, that's probably bad. Logging out to your community, immediately get a notification that Mia's livestream will be starting in a few minutes. Oh, I need to not watch this with you guys. Actually, no, we're just gonna leave this episode here. Thank you all so much for watching. This was quite an exciting episode. Again, I kind of said it, we're starting to round off to near the end of the game. So thank you all so much for watching. Should be finished in a few more episodes, and then we'll be doing evil stuff. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe to see more. Bye!